Traveler, Paimon. Great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox.
Nice work!
Well, the real work hasn't even started. Let me quickly summarize what we found out. believes that on closer examination, it might be logically As for my answer, I think here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy. While Bennett suggests fish, Mika didn't submit much. But he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tainari. Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide. As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration. Timaeus seems to... And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Nisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then? You're really smart, Paimon. I bet... Or, let's all share our...
Wait! Wait for me!
Oh, Timaeus!
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that...
Huh? Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but,
Of course. Do you still remember the time well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research.
Wait! So Ying-Er is the girl from Lila that Sucrose... We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench.
No, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself.
So, at Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying-Er?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart, I know full well that Miss Ying-Er is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world. Which brings me to the subject of the... But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been... And when I went to take a look at our roster, I feel I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to...
Oh,
And that's why I've
But then what about... Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a...
Well, yes. I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor.
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Thank you, everyone. I promise...
Okay, so it looks like we've... Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other... Okay, Paimon will do the honors. We have with us here the flower... Huh?
Why did you only say Timaeus?
All right.
That's me! With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting...
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there? Of course. We will soon...
Actually...
Me too.
But weren't you all fired...
Yeah.
Actually, I know what you're feeling. Saying anything because...
Well, does anyone know the exact location of what...
According to the prophecy...
Oh, we know something about that.
What? Wow, that's amazing.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
This is it. We're off to find the sacred location of... According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
Let me take a look.
Aww. I don't see any land.
Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the land... Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from...
Paimon's reading too. Huh? But there's nothing above us. and a pious puppy will...
Look! Look! The wind!
What a strong wind current. Let's ride it.
Huh? We'll have to fly up.
Here.
Ah! This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
How did this little island get up here and...
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire...
Oh, good thing. Ah, who would have thought we'd find this kind of...
I never would have guessed that such a place could...
Wow, look at that pretty. There seems to be something on the back of this. Take your seat. Well, as far as...
So we just need to do as it says.
Wait a second.
Huh? What did...
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our...
Well, all our questions and doubts aside, this...
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine, but I also could... Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic... Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some...
That sounds kind...
Ah, I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out...
I see! That makes a...
Mona, is there some...
Oh, are you hungry? Thank you for offering. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my... There's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if some... But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered...
What do you mean, Mona?
Never mind.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona.
Yes, let's...
Come on, join...
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. You can do it, Then I would fetch a tetratanic sweet flower. All right, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is... Kale, I hope you found your... My answer is, for a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me... Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
All right. It's up to me to answer the third part. Although I've never really had any other virtue, I'd like to thank everyone.
And last but not least, there's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends.
Wait, the link... Whoa!
Huh? But...
Kale, could I ask you to...
Oh, all right.
Huh? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just...
No right answer?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mecha...
And to think, I never expected...
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hey, you're that Outlander we met the other day.
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that...
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy...
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from a...
I was there when you snuck your way and...
So you had your eyes on me even then, huh?
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it.
Huh? But why?
Don't worry. Even though you probably... In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who... She hailed from an ancient assembly of power...
Who would have guessed? It seems...
So you're B's student. It's an honor to...
Well, what are you...
It's a long story, but I'm not quite... Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, the lantern has already been lit. Now then, Please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little...
Hello? On the other side of the line. Mom?
Oh.
Madam, I am so...
Oh. Since we've last gathered,
Wait. Why are you talking just...
Old
Who are you? Who dares imitate my math?
And what of...
Oh, Dallas.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other
So I see everyone's...
Miss Alice.
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends...
Why she's...
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Anemo Archon Barbados. Tell me, are you sitting around my...
It's a real...
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means...
Wait. Paimon's completely...
Miss Alice, would it be all right to...
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and act... Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Anemo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
That's right. We often met here to...
Then what about the part saying that it...
About that. I never expected anyone... The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group.
So it was...
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth.
No, it took me a little long.
A flower that is not of this world. A guide who will never get lost. One who would, when a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages, a flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This, if there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species, the guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she has a tendency to... Suddenly, if one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women?
The one who would never lie is... me. As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely
Huh? I'm pretty sure...
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exception. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mages?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay, Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries.
Do you also want...
Title aside, I think I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides...
Do you think less of...
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued and I'm now...
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but...
Oh, has someone finally peeked?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please...
So, the supreme blessing...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What, dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains, and as long as we can be with our beloved friends, our heart...
I still don't get it, but I...
If you ask how I see it, the hex... Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all.
Bye, Mom! Todoko says bye, too!
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as... Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting...
Yes, it's Windbloom again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary day.
Yes, I do remember now. Oh, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom.
Whoa! Ah! Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down? Oh.
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you...
I'm fine. I'm just... a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind.
It's nothing, really. It's just... But still... Of course, I didn't actually expect...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me. If anything, it should be my fault.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like...
But I'd say, well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue.
Oh, Miss Ying-R. Well, I mean, I just...
Hey, you three? You may want to look...
Huh?
Oh, so that's Miss Ying-R?
Yep, that's her. And she actually...
I am so sorry, Miss... well, of course I am.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but you said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important...
Well, I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's room.
Oh, really?
I am so glad to see Timaeus. I have to say, you can be happy just to see others happy. And you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as... I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. But... isn't it too late now for me to learn how... well... That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew. But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start some... Why don't you give it a try?
Okay, I'll try my best. They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to...
I nearly forgot. This texture... Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research. It's nothing too special, but they're super sweet. I'm also submitting them as my wind blooms for this year. Thank you. I'll plant them in—
Kale, please take these. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's.
I don't know what to say.
Ah, Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you?
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale. Oh, really? Of course. Huh? It was like a little cloud of happiness. Well, luckily, there's still some— I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as— Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be—
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Tighnari!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make—
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt in—
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card Sayano wanted you to have one for yourself. If
I'm a master of the game. Do you—
Can you believe this guy? Huh.
Wait! I've got—
Huh? Call it?
Yeah! I figured I should follow local monsters. I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. During Windbloom, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people.
But Tighnari said that we're not anything like an academic family.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as...
Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well.
Whoa, are these really for us?
So, are these— one of them. Both Padisauras and Sumeru, although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flower— I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who— Like, the real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night. Sucrose, do you see that cloud? Huh? Doesn't it look just like your When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight.